And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever part of the world you are joining me today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Dr. Lola Okeowo. Welcome to our weekly live. It's good to have you here. Let me know where you're joining me from in the comment section, and we'll start in a few minutes. Welcome, everyone, our YouTube community, Facebook community. Welcome. If you're catching the replay, it's good to have you here. Thanks for joining me today. So today, we're going to be talking about an interesting topic, and that has to do with giving your child the parenting advantage. Yes, the parenting advantage is very important on your journey as a parent, okay? Especially if you have a child with speech delay or developmental challenges. The parenting advantage is really important, okay? So I'll just get right into it. As a parent, you are either an advantage or a disadvantage to your children. And most times when I say that, I've had someone ask me, but what do you mean about being a disadvantage to your child? Ask yourself, of what advantage would it be that your child was parented by you? Yes, even if you have a child with developmental challenges, speech delay, autism, or any developmental challenges, ask yourself, of what advantage would it be that this child was parented by me? And one thing I found out is that I've seen people who are adults who didn't even speak until maybe 6, 7. At 7 years, they had no words. And today, they are adults. They are not only speak, some of them even speak professionally as public speakers. Some of them, they have masters, they are professors, they are thriving. You wouldn't even know they had any challenges developmentally while growing up. And one thing that I've found that is common across board for almost all of them, if not all of them, is the parenting advantage. They had parents who did not give up on them, but also they had parents who were informed, who were equipped, who were intentional in supporting their children and in helping them navigate their challenges, and hence they are thriving today. So parenting advantage is not just about saying that, oh, I love my child, I want the best for my child, because remember, intentions are not enough. There are a lot of people who love their children. You can love your child and still make a mess of their children. You can love your child and still not be an advantage on their journey to thriving. And that's the truth. So parenting advantage, giving your child a parenting advantage, has to do with being informed as a parent, being equipped as a parent to help your child navigate their challenges and thrive. The truth is that you cannot help your child beyond the level of knowledge or information you have. You can't help your child beyond the knowledge that you have. You can love your child, you can want the best for your child, but you cannot help them beyond the knowledge you have or the equipment that you have. You cannot help them navigate beyond what you know. And that's why, as a parent, if you have a child with challenges, it's important to get informed, to get equipped, to get the right knowledge, to work with the right professionals, okay? And to be able to stick to a process, to have a process. I ask parents most of the time, okay, your child is having this developmental challenge. What process do you have? What system? What structure? How are you helping your child navigate this journey? Most of them just feel that I've had parents who I consult with and they just tell me, oh, I put my child in this school, I'm paying so much, that they're not doing anything, not to blame on the school. And I ask them a few questions they don't know. Okay, the school said they will do this, they will do that. Okay, what did they promise to provide? What kind of intervention? What structure do you have? What process are you committed to? Some of them, if I even begin to drill down, yes, if my child has speech delay, what exactly, what is their child's language level? They don't know. What exactly, because speech delay is not speech delay. There are different things that could be going on. They have no knowledge. Even when they are working with professionals, sometimes some people say, okay, they go for intervention. They don't even know what they are doing. We ask questions. What are they working on? Most parents don't know. Remember, intentions are not enough. A lot of parents just have intentions. Oh, I want the best for my child. They are just wishing. Intention without having a system, without having a process, without being correctly informed and equipped. It's just mere wishes. And that's not going to change anything for your child. So giving your child the parenting advantage is getting informed as a parent. Getting informed and equipped and helping your child navigate does not necessarily mean that you are the one doing everything. No, it includes working with the right professionals that can help your child. Okay? Sometimes I ask parents, okay, in choosing schools for their children, what was the criteria? Some parents don't even know how to choose the right school for their child that's having developmental challenges. The only thing I hear is that, oh, it's a very good school. It's the best school in town, or they pay these amounts of money. It's not about that. And remember, a good school may not be a right school for your child. That a school is good may not necessarily mean that it's right. So yes, it's a good school, but is it the right school for your child? And that some parents don't even know what I'm talking about. So giving your child the parenting advantage is very important on their journey to navigating their developmental challenges and thriving. And always ask yourself, of what advantage would it be that my son or my daughter was parented by me? You know, I've seen several people who are now adults being interviewed. I remember the founder of one lovely app that helps children with speech and language challenge, not even just children, it will help some adults, but lots of children. Gemini app, I talk about Gemini app. And the woman started the app when her son had developmental challenge. Her son had speech delay, her son was diagnosed with autism, was not given good prognosis, was told that the boy will never speak, he will be institutionalized, he will not function. And had a mother who would not give up on her child, who was ready to help her child navigate challenges. And in that process, she came up with the idea of developing a strategy to help the child to speak. So that's how she came up with the video recordings and eventually developed into the app. And I watched an interview where she was interviewing her son, who is now, that time I think he was in college. I'm sure now he's finished college. He's doing well, he's right. And she was asking him, how does he feel now being able to speak? That imagine, because some people were telling her, like, what she's trying to do, she just accept, how the child is and things like that. And the boy was saying, he was thanking his mom, for not giving up on him. And I can just imagine how life would have been for him if the mom didn't go the extra mile to help him navigate those challenges and be able to speak, be able to thrive, be able to function, normally. And that one, what did I see there for me? It's a parenting advantage. I know so many people, so many real life people that I've read about that, had developmental challenge, had speech delay, couldn't talk at 7. But one thing, like I said, is the parenting advantage. The parenting advantage helped them to navigate. Was it easy? No. Was it easy? No, it was not easy. But the parents committed themselves to a process. They committed themselves, to being intentional, to being informed, to being equipped, and to help their child navigate challenges. So today, I'm talking about this topic because it's very important. So are you a parent out there? You have a child with speech delay, you have a child with developmental challenges, you have a child with autism. I want you to think about it and ask yourself, of what advantage would it be that my child was parented by me? What am I doing to give my child the parenting advantage? What am I doing to get myself equipped, to get myself informed in helping my child to navigate this season of their life? Because I always just see like this season in your child's life, and the child is counting on you to help them to navigate and to begin to thrive. And if you're a parent out there, I want to invite you to the TIP conference next week. Oh, the Intentional Parents Academy Annual Parenting Conference. We call it our Parenting Shield. And at this conference, the theme this year is parenting advantage. And if you want to learn how to be an advantage to your child, how to help your child navigate their world, whether your child has developmental issues or not, generally as a parent, because like I would always say, a child with developmental challenges, or what some people call special, and every child is special and all their needs are special. It's just your ability to be able to individualize your child and understand the challenges they are facing and be informed, be equipped, and have a system and have a process and help them to navigate consistently and intentionally. And that's how you help them to be able to thrive. Children have different challenges. Some children may have challenges with math at certain seasons of their life. Some children may have challenges with physics at certain seasons. Your child now has challenges with speech or social skills, behavioral issues, or even some other maybe motor skills or other developmental milestone issues. It's a season that they need you to help them navigate and overcome these challenges and thrive. So I invite you to the TIP annual conference. I'll be speaking at that conference next year. Yes. So join me and other speakers at this conference. We're going to have different sessions on how you can be intentional as a parent and how you can give your child the parenting advantage. Okay, because remember, regardless of the challenges your child has or the child you're parenting, parenting is first of all about you. And your child needs you to help them navigate their world. And you cannot help your child navigate a world or challenges that you don't even understand. So if you don't understand what's going on, if you don't understand the kind of support or the kind of professionals that your child needs, how are you going to help your child overcome and thrive? And remember, when I say help your child to navigate, doesn't mean that you do everything. So if your child has challenges with math and you're not good in math, it doesn't mean that you have to be the one to teach them the math. But you understanding what's going on, you're able to access the right professionals and the right resources. Okay, and that's why at Autism Renewed, that's what I do in my practice. I help parents to and support them to help their children navigate developmental challenges and begin to thrive. So at the TIP conference, I'll be speaking at that conference. I want every parent, I want to help their children navigate their world regardless of the challenges they have and help your child to thrive. I want you to be at that conference. You're going to be learning so many things because truly there are so many things, so many information, so many skills that you will not realize how important they are and how much they can help you on your journey to helping your child navigate developmental challenges. At this conference, as different speakers will be speaking from the 25th of July, which is on Monday, to the 31st of July. We're going to have sessions every day where different people will be coming up to talk about different aspects of parenting. And you can learn lots of things that would help you, even as a parent with a child with speech delay or developmental challenges. You can learn a lot because remember, your child just has these challenges and they're counting on you to help them to navigate their world. So always ask yourself, of what advantage will it be if my child was parented by me? Okay, I want you to think about it. And in giving your child the parenting advantage, there's some don'ts that you shouldn't do. I try to avoid comparison. And that's one thing I've always said. Parents either compare their child to other siblings or compare their child to other kids around them or other kids they've seen. Okay? Learn to individualize your child. Okay? And learn to support them with their unique needs and not compare them. Number two, learn to work with the right professional, not just jumping up and down. Stop looking for quick fixes here and there. Oh, I heard this is the next thing. Commit to a process, commit to a system. There's so many things out there, so many information out there that are not necessarily right. Some may be good, but they may not be right for you. I always talk about that. And something is good, it does not mean that it's right. So working with the right professional, what helps you to understand what is appropriate for your child at time. Okay, so stop running up and down, invite your child, commit to a process, commit to a system, get the right professional to work with. Okay, so if you're out there, you need help your child navigate, understand what is going on, and reach out to me. I'll be happy to point you in the right direction and support you as needed. So thank you everyone. Today's was pretty short because I'm just sharing about giving your child a parenting advantage. I'm inviting you to CIB conference next week where I will be speaking. So join me and learn about how to give your child the parenting advantage on their journey to navigating developmental challenges and helping them to thrive and triumph. So if you have any questions today, if you're catching the replay, you have any questions, just feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer your questions. So let me see any questions. Okay, so if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. If you need support with your child in navigating their journey, you can reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you. So I hope to see you next week where we'll be talking about another interesting topic. So Have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Bye for now.